Hi, I'm Rosie, that GHD girl on TikTok and Instagram, and I make educational hair content. And today I'm going to introduce you to the new GHD Rehab range. This transformative range of heat-activated leave-in treatments is designed for pre-shampooed wet hair. Each of these 4 treatments targets a hair care concern. Now, this covers absolutely everyone, and I myself fall into pretty much every single category that they cover. And the benefit with this is there is no development time and you don't need to rinse them out. So there's no time added to your styling routine. With each of these products, they start the same. So your shampoo, you condition, towel dry the hair, and then they are applied. Now, because they are heat activated, they do need to be blow dried and then styled into your hair. But with the benefit of our Duet range, you can either use Duet Style for a smooth finish, or you can use Duet Blow Dry. And this will save you time when it comes to that drying and styling part of your routine as well. So this new heat activation technology utilizes our styling tools to activate and bring the best out of all the products within the Rehab range. The application of heat with these products creates a protective network around the hair, filling in any breaks and sealing the cuticle to leave you with shiny, healthier looking hair with an added benefit depending on which of the range you use. This is going to help enhance all those instant and long lasting benefits, making sure that you see an instant transformation in your hair when you're using one of the Rehab range. So let's take a look at each of the products within the range and identify the benefit of each of them and if it's going to be the right product for your hair. So the first product we're going to look at is Damaged Hair Repairer. Now, the Damaged Hair Repairer is going to give you up to 99% less breakage. And this comes in a lovely mist form. So this is misted onto our towel dry hair from root to tip and then combed through before being blow dried in. I'd recommend using Duet Style with this to give us a beautiful, smooth, shiny finish on the hair. But how are you going to know if your hair is damaged? So if you're looking at damaged hair, it's probably lacking shine and looking a little bit dull. If you have naturally curly or wavy hair, you might find that it's an uneven texture with straighter ends where the damage is more prominent. If you have damaged hair, you may also find that your hair is uneven in length and not from a haircut. However, the feeling of damaged hair is rough, it can feel brittle, it can break off on the ends when you're combing or like brushing your hair. So overall, it can feel quite fragile. Next up, we have Dry Hair Nourisher. And now this comes in a lovely cream form and we'd use 2 to 4 pumps on hair depending on the length and thickness of the hair. And with our Dry Hair Nourisher, we're looking at getting up to 3 times less frizz as a result from using it. So how would you know if you have dry hair? Well, to look at, it's probably going to be quite frizzy, have a lot of flyaways, and probably the hair alignment itself isn't going to be great. But to touch, dry hair is going to feel quite rough and it's going to feel quite coarse as well. So we're really lacking that silky soft feeling to our hair. It's probably going to tangle and knot quite easily as well. Next we have Fine Hair Thickener. Now, Fine Hair Thickener comes in a spray form, so it's really lightweight. And with Fine Hair Thickener, we're going to get a strand plumping effect for a visually fuller looking head of hair. So visually, with fine hair, what you'll get is a lack of natural volume. Your hair won't hold a bounce. You tend to find that it falls flat quite easily, and it's probably naturally of that really slippy, silky texture. So you feel like you just can't do any style with your hair. Fine hair can also feel quite delicate and weak and slip through your fingers whenever you're trying to style it. And last but not least is our Split End Sealer. Now this comes in a lovely cream form. And last but not least is our Split End Sealer. Now Split End Sealer comes in a lovely cream form. With Split End Sealer, we are going to seal those split ends for up to 10 washes. So as well as strengthening the hair from the inside, on the outside it's going to look a lot healthier than before. So visually, how would you know if Split End Sealer is the right product for you? Well, it could be if you have quite healthy hair at the top, but as you come to the lengths and ends of your hair, it's quite frayed, it's quite dull, even fading in colour as you head towards the ends of your hair. And when you touch your hair will probably slide through the top half and then get to the ends and start to feel knotted and tangled and probably a bit coarser and rougher throughout the ends. So chances are you're probably needing Split End Sealer on them. So now that you've been introduced to the whole range, I'm going to pick one to use on my hair and we're going to blow dry it in together to show you exactly the best ways of using the Rehab range. So I actually currently have some extensions in. They're feeling a little bit coarse, they're a little bit drier than my own hair, and I think they're needing a bit of TLC. So I'm actually going to pick the dry hair nourisher. So to use the dry hair nourisher, we use 2 to 4 pumps depending on the length and thickness of your hair, all throughout the lengths and ends, and we twist that into the hair. Now my hair's pretty long just now with the extensions in, so I'm going to use 4 pumps. And the best way to divide this up is I'm actually going to split my hair into 4. So taking the sides away and then leaving 2 sections at the back as well. And this way I can just apply a pump to each of these sections and just work that in a sort of twisted, saturated motion. And this way I know that all of the products get evenly distributed within my hair. I'm not just applying all of it to that top layer that I think some of us can be quite guilty of doing. So now that's applied and saturated through my hair, I'm going to take my detangling comb and just begin combing that through just to make sure everything is completely dispersed through my hair. So because dry hair nourisher is a heat activated leave-in treatment, now that it's applied and combed through, I can just leave it in, but I do need to activate it with heat. So my choice to dry my hair today would be duet style. Now, because dry hair nourisher is going to give us 3 times less frizz, duet style is just going to help enhance that smooth, shiny finish and give us longevity to our style as well. And duet style has the added benefit of no heat damage, so I'm really looking after my hair as well as nourishing it at the same time. Now you don't need to do this, but you can take your duet style and change it into shine shot mode. And what this does is switch off the fan for once you're finished drying and heats up the plates to act as a normal styler. Now this is great personally for day 2, or you can just use it to simply turn the ends of your hair in if you feel like you want a little bit of shape throughout your hair, or just to perfect any areas that you like. So I'm just going to take super big sections and just turn the ends under on my hair ever so slightly. As you can see, the combination of my Rehab dry hair nourisher and my duet style have given me super soft, nourished hair with a great shine and 3 times less frizz. So to recap how to apply the GHD Rehab range, firstly, select whichever product is most suited to your hair care concern. All of these products are designed for wet hair, so secondly, you need to shampoo and condition and towel dry your hair. The third step is to apply the product from root to tip throughout the hair. And lastly, what you want to do is activate your product, and we recommend using your favourite GHD styling tools. The perfect partner would either be Duet Style or Duet Blow Dry, but if you don't have those, then a hairdryer and stylers is going to work just as well, especially Helios and Kronos. So now that you've seen the Rehab range in action, I hope you've found the perfect partner for you. And if you find like you're like me and actually you fit into a lot of the categories within the Rehab range, you can either use a different one every time you wash your hair, or you can layer them together. So if you are going to do that, I recommend you put the spray product on first and then layer a cream product on top of it. I hope you found this video helpful in finding your hair care bestie, and if you do try anything from the range, please let me know how you get on.